Hey, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing, we back at it with another boxing video. The Bud Crawford era is in full effect. No question about it. I told y'all yesterday, he used to be the hunted, right? Or the hunter, excuse me. Now Bud Crawford has flipped the script. He's he done the tables have turned. Now he's the hunted, you know what I mean? And more times I could actually say right now, I don't believe the people who are using his mouth, I'm sorry, his name for cloud chasing. I even highly doubt it, really and truly, if we'll ever see him in the ring. You know what I mean? Now let's begin with this guy, Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo's making his rounds, doing his little public media rounds. You know what I mean? Trying to promote the fight that he got going on with Canoli next month in September. And he's been a good boy actually. The last few times I've seen him on TV, actually ever since Errol Spence got his ass handed to him by Bud Crawford, the man Charlo has been a good boy. He's been on his best behavior, hasn't been running or popping off on the mouth. You know what I mean? Slim been he's on his best behavior. You know what I mean? And maybe he's trying to focus at the difficult task at hand, that he has to come up to weight classes and face the man Canoli. Who knows? Maybe he's seen his brethren, Errol Spence, get destroyed, and he was probably concerned, literally, like really, for his buddy, his stablemate. He was scared for his life. He seen a friend of his that he saw up and down was gonna kill Bud Crawford. He seen him damn near. He seen him get punished. You know what I mean? Just put it like that. So, like I said, he's been on his good behavior, making his rounds. I haven't watched all his interviews that he's been doing. I seen he's on Sway and Tech. I didn't watch the Sway in the Morning joint yet, but I did watch him on the Breakfast Club, actually back to back. After I watched Canoli this morning on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne and DJ Envy, and they had the Ak and Barack guy in the studio, basically to help Envy and Charlemagne with some boxing questions, because they don't know nothing about boxing. And you know why Charlemagne picked, why he did pick Errol Spence. It has nothing to do with he thought Errol Spence was a better boxer. It's just the fact that Charlemagne is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and so is Errol Spence. And that's the only reason he picked Errol Spence to beat Crawford, because of their, um, they like or love for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? But the man, like I said, I haven't watched all the interviews conducted by the man Jermell Charlo, excuse me, in the build up for this fight. But Buck Crawford went to his Twitter, man, and this is what he wrote to him, man. We can read along. Let's read together, y'all. He said, glad Twin Charlo learning that you don't always gotta be mad and acting tough all the time. I'm teaching him how to carry himself. Good job. Way to go. Keep up the good work. So, I believe Bud Crawford is I think he's being sarcastic, and he's just trying to he's just being a little condescending, you know what I mean? You check it, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? This the fight game, the hurt game. The guy was popping off on the mouth all these years. You can't go quiet now, all of a sudden, just because your homeboy Spencer. That's what I'm gonna start calling Slim now, Spencer. Just because Spencer got punished doesn't mean you gotta go out and hide or just be quiet about it, or maybe act like you want to fight him now, when really and truly, he might, if he does fight Canoli, he's talking about a rematch, which is a possibility, right? And it all depends on how well he does in the first fight. And if that occurs, what? Bud Crawford got to sit around and wait for the man to fulfill his duties with the Canoli fight? Shit, you never know. It might become a trilogy. We never know. Boxing is the theater of the we never know what could happen. You know what I mean? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Charlo and Bud Crawford ain't happening no time soon. And the man Charlo, he's being humbled. He's being sunned by the man Bud Crawford, you know. I seen Bud Crawford had a tweet, or was it on his Instagram? Let me try to find it. When he had caught a big fish. You know what I'm saying? Um, and he wrote a little caption to Jermell Charlo. Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can find the image. Here it is. I could see it too, right there. Bud Crawford. Welcome to the Terence Crawford era. I know the Spencer fans. That's his new name, y'all. Spencer. Spencer's, Spencer's fans. They not liking seeing this man Bud Crawford making his rounds. See, this fella's caught a big fish right there. Then he came in the captions and he wrote something to the effect of caught the big fish. Now I'm hunting little cub at Twin Charlo. Y'all see that, right? Yeah, man. So the big fish, I'm sorry, the little cub Charlo, he's still on the man Bud Crawford's radar. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that fight ain't happening no time soon. You know what I mean? I believe, you know, Bud Crawford is the hottest thing in boxing right now. I believe fellas like Tank and Charlo, they're using his name for a little leverage to prop up their name. But I doubt they really have any intentions of fighting him. Time will tell. But Crawford is sonning this kid, Charlo, and actually teaching them a valuable life lesson. There's a lot of guys here on YouTube who like to bark and yell and scream at the computer, at the phone, like they about to jump through the screen and come out on the other end of somebody's screen and choke them to death on some. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie Ghost by Bill Cosby from like 91, 1990. Ghost Dad. Yeah, I mean, that's what the man people out here on these YouTubers be trying to do when they talking boxing or whatever. Yeah, I mean, they talk the biggest smack, but when you get on a live with them, fellas be all humble and stuff. Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is, man. We shall see. I like this valuable life lesson. This can go for any and everybody. You know what I mean? Real shit, Real man don't talk violence. You know what I mean? Real fellas don't be talking violence. I ain't gonna be barking up no violence. Violence is an action. Yeah, I'm saying it's an action. It is a verb, you know what I mean? But it'll be more physical action than you shall see talking, you know what I mean? You don't talk violence, you just do it. So, Charlo, time will tell. We shall see, you know what I mean? But I like the valuable life lesson Charlo has been given by the man Bud Crawford. And this could go for anybody and everybody. They could learn from it. All right, we march boxing. I'm out of here. One.